This could have far-reaching implications for any place that receives federal dollars and then wants to spend those dollars on, say, schooling or sports in schools or medical care for people who are transgender.
Well, for much of his campaign, now President Donald Trump promised day one action. Now that day one is here. Maddie Heimsch breaks down those immediate actions and what they mean for everyday Americans.
It's not uncommon for a president to be sworn in and immediately sign executive orders signaling their top priorities and oftentimes reversing the work of the previous administration. So what is an executive order and what exactly did Trump sign today?
So an executive order is a document produced by the president that interprets laws that have already been passed.
The papers you see President Trump mark with black Sharpie today aren't new law.
Any executive order has to be tied to something that's existing already.
But that doesn't mean they won't have new and immediate consequences. So how will these day one orders play out in practice? Let's take a look at a few examples.
I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
So it likely means that agencies that are dealing with immigration, that deal with border enforcement and the like, might be getting more resources.
Many will trickle down by action.
You never know when the federal government will come knocking on your door.
Others by funding.
There are only two genders, male and female.
This could have far-reaching implications for any place that receives federal dollars and then wants to spend those dollars on, say, schooling or sports in schools or medical care for people who are transgender.
And some already constitutional rights.
I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
But potentially serving as signals of intention for the next 4 years.
I think what it means is that there are going to be very little consequences for things that the president says and does that are not true, and that content being regulated or corrected on various social media platforms.
Along with rescinding dozens of orders signed by Biden over the past 4 years, Trump's signature marked other directives, like requiring federal workers to return to full-time, in-person work, withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement, and placing a hiring freeze on federal employees.
What's happening is notable for how many there are and how far some of them seem to be stretching existing law.
Now, courts may strike down executive orders if they find the president had overstepped constitutional authority. Congress can also overturn executive orders by passing conflicting legislation. And of course, the president who issued an order can later revoke it.